Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the newest alumna of Mercy College, Dr. Cindy Lopez, to give the commencement address. Dr. Lopez.
Hi. Thank you, President Hall and the Board of Trustees for awarding me this honorary degree. Mercy is an extraordinary institution, and I'm so proud to be part of it. From the time I joined Mercy about 20 years ago, Mercy has been my home, my safe place. I have been extremely, extremely grateful when I was asked to join the Mercy Board, because it made it much easier for me to keep coming back to Mercy as my Mercy home. To my fellow board members, you are an amazing group of individuals. Thank you for accepting me just as I am. Thank you for sharing your wisdom, kind words, and reassurance. Thank you for all that you do for Mercy and the Mercy community. I would like to also say thank you to the many Mercy faculty and staff that have always supported me as a Mercy student, a Mercy graduate, an educator, and an educational leader. It has been a long road. You have provided mentoring, unbiased guidance, and you have been unwavering in your faith in my potential, even when I did not have faith in myself. Thank you. Mavericks, graduates, today is your day. It's all about you. I'm extremely honored to be here today for your commencement. It's a great privilege to address you during one of the most important accomplishments of your life. Some of you may be thinking that this is just another day. I'm just getting my diploma, moving on with my life. Not a big deal. I am here to say that today is extremely important to you and your families. Take time to take it all in. Enjoy the feeling of success. In order to be here today, regardless of your background, you had to overcome many challenges, personal obstacles, and a worldwide pandemic. Some of you lost loved ones during this journey. Some of you doubted that you'll be graduating here today. Life has not been easy, but you have persevered because you are resilient. You are compassionate. You are deliberate in your choices and your actions. You are extraordinary. Education field is not easy. Sarah gave you a glimpse already. Whether you are a new teacher, an experienced teacher, a leader, a school professional, it's a wild ride. Helping diverse populations of students takes love, patience, perseverance, and living with purpose. You will have incredible days and days that your heart will be broken. You'll doubt yourself and your choices and the choices that you have made. When you are having doubts and low days as an educator, I want you to think back to today, to this moment, and remember the obstacles that you faced to get here. I want you to dig deep and remember why we chose to be educators. We chose this path because we care about children and we care about their education. We care about developing the next generation of compassionate individuals, innovators, and leaders. We care about the world and the future. It all starts here today with you. Some people from a young age, they know that they're going to be a teacher. I did not know this. I did not know I was going to be in education at all. What I knew was that I loved being in school because it was a safe place and it provided me with stability that I craved. I was born in Yonkers in the 60s. Both of my parents were immigrants. My father was from Brazil. My mother was from Ecuador. My parents met in New York, married, and proceeded to start a family. They had a rocky relationship, which led to me being kidnapped when I was about 8 months old and taken illegally into Brazil. My mother proceeded to spend the next 17 years of her life looking for me, despite very limited resources. Those were difficult years and filled with uncertainty. I lived in poverty. I was a female inside a culture that only valued males. I was not expected to go to school or even succeed in school. I learned not to rely on anybody, not to become attached to anything or to anyone. I was moved from one location to another, from big towns to small towns with dirt roads. I was moved from small towns to places I barely remember. At some point, I ended up in the US for a short while. I was maybe 6 at a time. I only remember this period of my life because, 1, I was in school, I was learning the alphabet, and 2, I had one little friend that while crossing the street to greet me was run over by a truck. He was also 6. It is said that children are resilient. Under the right circumstances, they become outliers. In my case, throughout my first 17 years, what kept me alive was school. Regardless of all the moving, different countries, different languages, as a child, instinctively, I knew I could find security and stability at school. School provided me with food, teachers, and a place to feel safe. As you can see, I mentioned food first. I love my snacks. Although food is a necessity, many children do not have adequate nourishment at home. I used to love the scent of the school cafeteria. I used to try my hardest to get to school extra early so that I could have enough time to eat and maybe have a second serving. I was an odd child due to all the moving around. I did not speak one language fluently, and at times I mixed 3 different languages to make a sentence. This made it impossible to make friends, and it made it impossible for teachers to actually understand me. I did not have friends because of all the moving and the language barrier. However, I was fortunate to have teachers who were compassionate and provided the care that I needed. Instinctively, they knew something was not right, and they helped me as much as they could. My childhood was a dark period of my life. With no one else to rely on, teachers became the pillars of hope. They provided love, intellectual nourishment, and guidance. They gave a sense of security that I could not find anywhere else. For the many times that I moved, I always knew I would find a home at the next school, and within that school, find hope in the form of a teacher. Through perseverance, my mother was able to locate me in Brazil and brought me back to Yonkers. I was promptly enrolled in school to learn English. I proceeded to stay in school to keep learning. Although my circumstances changed drastically, they improved. My love for attending school clearly did not. Teachers engaged me and made the impossible seem possible. Being a teacher is extremely difficult. You must find purpose every day. Depending on the day, your purpose changes every hour. Your path requires patience, understanding, and the ability to persevere when you are losing faith. Life can be uncertain for many children, and based on their own experiences, they will require a lot from you. You will become their counselor, their mentor, a shoulder to cry on, even maybe their parent. The burden that your children, that your students carry will profoundly affect you. Be strong, as these same children need you to show up for them. They need you to be the consistent in their life. Graduating class, Mavericks, you have an amazing opportunity ahead of you. You will have struggles and heartbreak. These are meant to make you stronger. Face every opportunity and challenge with dignity and purpose. Be patient with yourself and allow yourself time to expand your skills and knowledge. You will change the world one student at a time. Thank you.